Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In last week's vlog, I told you how I went to Brazil on holidays and how everything started to go wrong. From being unable to board flights as a standby passenger, to getting sick and being stuck in an airport hotel in São Paulo, to going to the emergency room back in Canada with a really bad infection. In this week's vlog, I share with you how I ended up hospitalized because of a major eye inflammation.
This one is 0. I cannot see at all. I can barely open it. So I just came back to seeing the eye specialist for the 3rd time this week. The last time I saw him, he said my eye was getting better. But the very next day I woke up and my vision was way worse and I was developing a lot of pain, and I could tell that things were not getting better. Like on paper, on examination, it's like it's getting better, and I'm like, okay, the next day is like it's way worse. Like I don't care what the paper says. I can only tell you what I can see and cannot see. Anyways, back today, and things have taken a turn to the worse very quickly. He thinks there is an infection now as well. He said there is pus in the back of the eye. He's extremely concerned by the speed that things took a turn in spite of the heavy steroid medications that I'm on. And he's sending me to the head of ophthalmology at McMaster University, which is like a big hospital here. And he actually texted the guy, the head of the department there, and personally spoke with him, and they want to see me right away. And I think that just speaks to how serious this is, because everything here takes such a long time to see specialists. I got a phone call from the hospital saying that they want me to be seen by their infectious disease clinic. So I'm assuming that my tests came back positive for something. I don't know what it is. They did not have my results, the person that was booking the appointment. But the appointment's for like end of April. And I'm like, anyways, but the fact that they want me to go see the infectious disease clinic is, I think that the test came back positive. But anyways, I'm heading to McMaster now to see this guy, and like I said, the fact that I'm being seen in the same day, being squeezed in, is that this doctor is extremely concerned. I'm extremely concerned. He said that most likely a very invasive procedure will need to be done, which is to get a sample of the pus that's in the back of the eye, which means they need to stick a needle through the eye and collect the sample. And I am absolutely freaking out. I'm the kind of person who could not put contact lenses on. I couldn't touch my eye to get my contact lenses out because it hurt my eyes. That's how sensitive my eyes are. And I potentially have to go through this procedure and then even potentially have steroids injected into my eye. At what frequency, I don't know. I'm just absolutely dying, because that's not the only thing I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with one of the worst fibromyalgia flares I've ever had. I'm still recovering from whatever virus it is that I have, dengue or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. It's still creating havoc in my body. I've had 2 reactions yesterday alone. I had one in the morning and one in the middle of the night where I'm sleeping and I wake up coughing and throwing up violently, which pulls every muscle in my body. And then makes that even worse. So yeah, things are not very good right now. You want to say something? And I'm trying to keep my shit together because I feel like I'm just gonna lose it anytime.
Yes, yeah, the classic is like the foveolitis, and so we'll see what you have.
Yeah.
You don't seem to kind of fit the obvious classic dengue fever stuff, but
Yeah.
we'll keep looking. Do you have like a science background or something?
I'm a bachelor's of health science.
Oh yes, yeah.
Here I am. Guess at some point I have to tell the story. Maybe you can tell the story.
Yeah, when I calm down.
For now, I'm just gonna spend the night here. They're gonna run some tests. Going back to the specialist tomorrow at 10. And then they're gonna decide if they're going to send me back here.
No, you are coming back.
I
here.
am coming back here.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, so I have no idea how long I'm gonna be staying here. The problem is they don't know what the heck is going on. So that's a bit of a problem. So they don't know what to do because they don't know what's wrong.
Well, they know what's wrong. They don't know what's causing it.
Yeah, they know there is an infection, but they don't know if it's viral, fungal, bacterial, autoimmune. They just don't know. Oh. Crazy day today. Crazy day.
Crazy week.
Yeah, but yeah. It's 4 a.m. and they just took me for a CAT scan, and there's a bunch of blood work that they want to do, like blood cultures and stuff like that. So that's what's happening right now. I actually got some sleep from midnight to 4, like pretty good sleep. Considered I'm in a hospital. It was really, really quiet and the bed is comfortable. And they had given me stuff for pain. Stuff. Still, I can't speak. I think I'm drugged up. Anyways. So yeah, I was quite comfortable. And tomorrow morning I have an appointment back at the specialist clinic, so my husband is picking me up to go there and come back. I don't have an IV running, but I have a IV lock, so they don't have to poke me every time. Just heading to the clinic.
The eye clinic.
The eye clinic, and then right back here. I'm feeling super tired, like zero energy. I don't know if it's stress or infection or fibro or...
Didn't
And
sleep
also
enough.
I didn't sleep because they did a CAT scan at 4 in the morning, and then blood work at 2, and then something else at 6, and then something else at 8. So yeah, just gonna see what they're gonna say now.
So how is it, you were traveling and got a bunch of mosquito bites, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened when?
The mosquito bites were on the 17th.
Okay.
17th to the 18th.
Yeah.
And I started having eye issues on the 28th.
Okay. And then you, so anyone in the family is sick too right now, or?
So they were, but they
With
all
what?
recovered
With
with
what?
the same symptoms as me: fever,
But no eye,
sore
no eye.
throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no eye involved, but they had a fever, they had a sore throat, and stomach.
And
Pain
they
and
said that was it dengue fever they were concerned about?
So
or?
there is an outbreak in the region that I visited.
Okay.
And this
But
is why.
were they given a diagnosis? That's what they had, or you don't know?
No, I did not see any doctors in Brazil.
Okay.
The first doctor I saw was on Friday
Yeah.
at the emergency room of Joseph Brandt.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the
Yeah.
situation, and I believed that they tested me.
Yeah. And did they tell you if you were positive? Did you hear
So
about?
I have not heard back. I did hear from the hospital yesterday
yeah.
saying that they wanted to see me at the infectious disease clinic, but at the end of April. Day 2 of the hospital. So they're gonna start IV antibiotics now, so that's new. So yesterday they put the antibiotic in the eye, and now they're gonna do IV. Anything to say, Isabella?
Oh, I thought it was like in selfie mode. That's funny.
Got the fam visiting. Everybody bared gifts. Do you want to show my gifts?
Snacks.
I got snacks. I got gum, pineapple, salt. You know you have pots when your husbands bring you salt to a hospital. Better not show the nurse this. And drinks and gum and
Pay attention to what you're filming.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kats, chocolate.
Guess these you have to take off.
I don't think he was keeping you in frame very much.
I'm gonna fire the cameraman because he's the sound man. He's not the cameraman.
I think I'm sick now.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Here, put another
Do you
mask
want to
on.
share the bed with me? You want to? So
Did you-
antibiotics running. Antibiotics number 2. So 2 different antibiotics. I think one is every 8 hours. The other one is every 12 hours. Eye drops every 2 hours. Vitals every 4 hours. You do the math. That's how much sleep I'm gonna get. 9 p.m. and I'm going to try to have a shower because I haven't washed my hair in like 5 days. And so my husband is gonna help me. There's this little shower
Well,
there
I don't know why I'm wearing a mask.
with a chair. And he got some where are the towels?
On the bed.
Now we got some towels. And he brought my hair dryer, so I'm gonna wash my hair and feel fresh. When it's not one thing, it's the other. But the water helps with the fibromyalgia thing. It's nice to have this little chair here. Infectious disease doctor just stopped by, and some of my test results are coming back, and they are not finding any bacteria. Even the sample from the eye did not have bacteria. And though they don't have results from viral tests that they did because they have to send it to, was it Winnipeg?
No, they have some viral results.
Yes.
And everything is negative. Now they want to test for Zika,
Yeah.
but the only lab that does that is the national lab in Winnipeg.
So they're sending it
So they sent it there, but
weeks
it
to come back.
a couple weeks, something like that.
So he said that the picture, the scenario, and given the absence of bacteria, that is way more likely to be Zika than dengue, because they were saying that it doesn't quite fit into a dengue, picture. Usually dengue show more like white blood cells kind of things in the blood, and
The headaches and-
headaches, and I didn't have those. So he thinks the symptoms in the picture, the whole scenario fits a lot more with Zika, but obviously we're not gonna know until those results come back.
Because one of the characteristics
Oh, it's conjunctivitis.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's then most likely a viral conjunctivitis, which means that there's really nothing they can do but try to keep the inflammation down, which they are already doing with the steroid drops, and just wait for the cycle. Can be up to 3 weeks to get better. Yeah, I don't think they've ever seen such a bad case of viral infection like that.
Conjunctivitis.
Conjunctivitis. So, am I going to recover the vision? I don't know. I guess time will tell. And so we're heading back to the eye clinic now. They're gonna probably take some more pictures of my eye and see what they say. The vision today is the same as yesterday, no change. But the eye feels a little bit better. It doesn't feel like I have sand in my eye. I don't have the pain. And generally just feels more comfortable because I had a lot of discomfort. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just insane, like how that happens. And yeah, I guess we're not gonna have real answers with time. But for now, I guess just pray that I keep improving and that my eye keeps improving. And I think the fact that I'm so immune compromised because of all the chronic stuff that I have going on with my health is what allowed the conjunctivitis to get so bad. That's my theory. Also because the last few days that I was in Brazil, I didn't have my medication, I didn't have my sleeping pills, and I'm 100% dependent on taking those pills to sleep. And so I literally was awake for 3 days straight. And when I say awake, like I was awake. It's not like when you take short naps. And that just destroys your immune system. So I think it was the perfect cocktail of stress, the mosquito bites, not sleeping, compromised immune system, and resulted in this. So anyways, we're just gonna pack up and go to the clinic now, and I'll keep updating as news happen. So today's Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday?
Saturday.
Today's Saturday, but it's a long weekend. It's the Easter weekend. So we have to go in through the emerge, or like the urgent care entrance, register with them there, and then they take us up to the clinic, because officially the clinic is closed, but they continue seeing like urgent cases. So we have to use this entrance to get into the clinic. Just walking around the hospital. There's a bit of is it a park or no, it's a soccer field. I was already seen, and the doctor said there's been a little bit of improvement, not as much improvement as the day before to yesterday, but still a little bit of improvement. But the sun is nice. It is very nice to get a little bit of fresh air and to walk as well, because I'm pretty much just stuck in bed day in, day out, and it's terrible for the fibromyalgia, and the fibromyalgia is really, really getting worse. So I think walking is good. Fresh air, sun, movement. The only thing is it's freaking cold, and when it's not windy, it's okay because the sun feels warm. But as soon as you get a bit of a breeze, it's like the air is freezing, like it hurts your ears. So I think that this is gonna be our last lap around the hospital, and just go back in and wait and see what the decision is. But yeah, it's a beautiful spring day. So I've been discharged. We just headed back here. I'm packing everything. They said I don't need to be seen tomorrow. My next appointment is Monday. They're gonna continue with the same treatment of the eye drops. And yeah, they don't need to be here anymore. And then they're just gonna keep following up until
Thursday you have an appointment.
Oh yeah,
as well.
that's a different doctor, right? Okay, so they actually going to have me being seen by a specialist in inflammation, right? It's like a doctor only for eye inflammation. It's crazy. But yeah, let's see what he says, and that's on Thursday. But I'm gonna be seen again by the clinic on Monday, which is the day after tomorrow. But at least I get to sleep at home. This here is all snacks. And then that was my computer. I ended up not being able to edit anything. It's just really hard with not seeing properly.